Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Joseph here for a late night video number 2 on your 2 for Monday. Alright, this time, right here, on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this very channel and my other 4 main channels, which are down in my pants, otherwise known as the description box below. And as always, share the video all over the internet, and friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you're real. If you're not, you can go fuck yourself, and that's pretty much it. But follow me on social media and share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Basically treat it like it's a certain team from the Northeast. You know what I'm talking about. Slap those bitches around and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn video. And if you do, well, fuck you, man. Because you're SOL. And you know what that means. Ha ha ha. That's pretty much it. So, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified when I do another video so you don't miss out. And if you do, like I said, you're SOL, and you pretty much know what that means. And that's it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's after 1 a.m. It is the end of the Memorial Day weekend holiday, and now on the road to the official start of summer. We are 3 weeks from Wednesday with the official start of summer, so got 3 weeks left of spring, and yeah, pretty much this week is going to be very, very nice. A little bit warm on Thursday, close to around 80, maybe around the low to mid 80s, which is nice. So no rain as of yet, but that's good for now. But we'll see what happens when we get to this coming weekend, the first official, well, not the first official weekend, but we start June on Thursday, and then we'll start the first week of June next Monday. So we're getting into those summer months. Summer is almost upon us. It's gonna be hopefully a great summer for some of you, but for me, it's gonna be a great summer, and I can't wait for it. Because that's pretty much it. Got a lot of stuff hopefully planned out for the summer, and we'll get to that eventually and everything else with that. Alright. So hope everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend, and if you didn't, well, too bad for you. I had a pretty good weekend. I'm going to vlog it tomorrow on episode 67 of the Shadow Slayer series. Just going to talk about what I did over the weekend and today. Pretty much didn't really do much today, but, you know, I went out for a barbecue with the missus and my parents, so did that, watched Monday Night Raw with, kind of by myself, with my dad and my mom and Rosa watched a little bit of it, and then, I went, in another room to watch Raw while my mom and Rosa were talking. My dad was watching Fox News, as he always does. And that was pretty much it. So I wanted to be alone watching Raw, you know. But I had a great dinner with my parents and Rosa, and that's pretty much it. Now, go back to work tomorrow. Like most of you motherfuckers who actually have a job and have a life do. But some of you be going back to the same old bullshit. No life, living in your mom's basement or your grandmother's basement. Or your daddy's apartment. Not going out and getting a real job and a real life to support yourself. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. Alright, so that's that. Alright, check out my NXT Battleground review down below in the gobbledygook down below. So check it out on the Peter Joseph channel. And that's pretty much it. Did a little abbreviated review. Didn't want to go live because I had to go out at the time, so I wanted to do it real quick and came out pretty. I thought it came out pretty good. So check it out on time, on cue, down below in the description box below on the Peter Joseph channel. That's it. All right, on this late Monday night, and you know what that means. It's, oh, by the way, it's 1:11. Make a wish. I already made mine. Hopefully you made yours. But for some of you, it won't come true. But I digress on that. So anyway, on this late Monday night, it is time for your late night Monday night. Oh, I'm sorry. Your Monday night review for the final Monday of May. May the 29th, 2023. You're watching it right now, May the 29th, 2023. Or if you watch it on the replay, it is now March the 30th, 2023. Ready at the end of May. Did I say March? I said May. I meant May. May the 29th, 2023, if you're on the replay, May the 30th, 2023. So, we're finishing up May on Wednesday, and then we start the great month of June, which begins the summer months. And July 4th weekend is about a month away, ladies and gentlemen. Can't wait for that. It's gonna be explosive, if you want to be technical. But we got that. And we'll see what happens with that. That's actually my brother from another mother's birthday. But, you know, July 4th weekend, so. And we move on with that. So, that's going to be a little bit emotional weekend for me, you know, because it'll be his birthday, you know. He's a year younger than me, so. Around the same age as me, actually, but I think he's a year younger than me, but. In any case, it's going to be an emotional weekend, so I'm going to be thinking about him all freaking day. And all weekend, but it is pretty much what it is, and that's that. All right. So Monday Night Raw tonight, you know, coming off of a pretty decent Night of Champions event on Saturday night, which saw the implosion of the Bloodline as Jimmy Uso hit the super kick heard around the world to our tribal chief Roman Reigns. And well, this Friday night on SmackDown, we'll probably see the burial and funeral of Jimmy Uso. So there you go. And it's also Roman's 1,006+ day reign as champ. We're gonna celebrate, and hopefully, you know, Jimmy and Jay don't fuck it up. But knowing them, they will. Those bastards. And I heard Rikishi is actually going to get involved in this storyline, so another layer gets added. And I'll see what happens with Rikishi. You know, he is the Usos, I believe he's the uncle or his father. I think Roman is the nephew of Rikishi. So, you see, if Rikishi, of all people, big fat Rikishi, can, you know, smack some sense into Roman in a way, and smack some sense into his sons, Jimmy and Jay. Smack them around, say, hey, you must acknowledge your brother here. And Roman, you need to stop being an asshole. That's what he's probably gonna say something weird, and then Roman's gonna get all pissy and maybe knock Rikishi out. I mean, we'll see. But it's another layer on top of 7 million layers that are already going on with this humongously great storyline that I know it's eventually going to end, but not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. But we'll see what happens on Friday as we're on the road to Money in the Bank, where Roman will defend the Undisputed Championship against... We'll see. Most likely Jimmy Uso, but we'll see. And Jimmy's going to get crucified that night. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so let's get into Monday Night Raw and your commentary team, as always, of Corey Slave and our good friend Kevin Patrick, me love. How you doing, me love? Let's have some tea and crumpets with the king and the Duchess. It is what it is. All right, so we're emanating from the MVP Arena in Albany, New York. We're upstate, baby. So we are going to be getting a Raw, I believe a Raw from that great little arena known as Madison Square Garden, June the 12th, actually. So 2 weeks from this, 2 weeks from today. Monday Night Raw at the Garden, the mecca of all sports arenas. And no, I am not going. I don't go to WWE events. You know, if somebody paid my ticket to go, I would not go. Unless Roman was there, then I'd go. But if not, don't care. So I would go to SmackDown just to see Roman, and that's it. Just so I have to acknowledge the Tribal Chief, like I always do every day. Besides, acknowledging the real tribal god, and that's God. Roman is secondary. Gotta acknowledge God every morning. And if you don't acknowledge God every morning, well, you're gonna go to hell when you die. And that's pretty much it. Wow, 1:17 in the morning. Jesus. Anyway. Rose is telling me she's falling asleep now. So, yeah, we just got home like about an hour ago. We stayed up watching a movie, so she went to, do her thing in the bathroom, playing with a goddamn fucking phone. A stupid farm game. And now she's going to sleep. And I'm going to finish this up, and then I'm going to sleep because I got to get up for work in the morning and do my normal duties. Do my normal thing because I have a life, and some of you just get up and do the same fucking shit. Get up, first thing you do is go on YouTube and see what I'm doing. Or what, or whatever. You think about me at night, and then you get up in the morning, still think about me. Because you have no life. But I digress. Alright, so we move on with that. Alright, so we are from the MVP Arena in Albany, New York. And like I said, this show was kind of not a really great show, but had a pretty decent main event. 2 Money in the Bank qualifying matches for the men, none for the women. Next week we get the Money in the Bank for the women to start. We also have Money in the Bank qualifiers on SmackDown this Friday night. We got Zelina Vega against Lacey Evans and Eli Drake. That's an insult. That's a fact of life. As he takes on Montez Ford of the Street Profits. So, please, for the love of God, root for Eli. Send all your love and support to Eli because this is the event he has to win Money in the Bank. He was penciled in. Are they going to change it? Hopefully not. But we got that. And then next week we got the women. Becky is in action against Sonya Deville. And who else is in it? I think Natalya is in it against Zoe Stark. Oh yeah, Natalya and Zoe Stark next week. I guess you know who wins that. So you can expect Becky, Zelina. I got Zelina Vega winning on Friday night. So Becky, Zelina Vega, and Zoe Stark will be the first 3 women in that 6-way. It looks like it's gonna be a 6-way women's Money in the Bank ladder match. So I would hope Io would be in it because Io was penciled in to win Money in the Bank. So I think Io will get in. Bayley will probably get in. Hopefully she doesn't fuck around and cost Io the match. I will fucking be pissed. And it is what it is, and that's that. And we move on with that. So we got that. But we got 2 men's Money in the Bank ladder match, Money in the Bank qualifying matches tonight. We got Shinsuke Nakamura taking on Bronson Reed. And we also had Ricochet taking on The Miz. And we'll see what happens with that. We got Little Fettuccine 68 in the chat. He says, yo. Well, yo to you, sir. By the way, it's Memorial Day, so once again, thank you to all the men and women who served this great country, America, in the wars and everything else. So it is what it is. Big ups to my grandpa, my other grandpa, my nono, excuse me, not nona, no. That's grandpa in Italian. My other grandpa, both served in. My grandfather, my dad's side, served in World War II, and also my other grandfather, my mom's side, he served in the Navy in World War II. So there you go. And also Rose's other brother, not my brother from another mother, but her other brother has served in the, I believe, the armed forces. I don't know which one, but I forget. I think it's the Army. So, and her niece's husband also has served in the Army. So to all of my family and Rose's family that has served in the armed forces, thank you for your service. And that's pretty much it. And everybody else who served, thank you. And that's it. All right. Little Fettuccine says, I would like an Io versus Bayley match at SummerSlam, or a Dom versus Ray hair versus mask match. We could get that. We could get that. We don't know what Dom Dom's doing these days, besides, the obvious with his mommy, Rhea Ripley. And Rhea did talk about what Max Caster said about her boy toy. That's Buddy Matthews. His little rap on Buddy Matthews at Double or Nothing. She kind of, I don't remember what she said, but she did talk about what the AEW reference and everything. So go with that. But Io versus Bayley at SummerSlam, I could probably see that, because they're kind of leaning towards the eventual breakup of Damage Control and Io's face turn. I think she's a better heel than a face, but I mean, we've seen her as a face in NXT. She did pretty well, won the title twice as a face. So, but it's coming, ladies and gentlemen, it's coming. Io versus Asuka, if Asuka still holds the belt by then. It's coming. I can't wait. Those promos are gonna be epic. Baka! Bitch! I can't wait if it does happen. But I mean, we'll have to see. I think Asuka's not gonna hold that belt for long, which sucks, because that horseface bitch Charlotte's coming back pretty soon. So we could probably be seeing maybe Charlotte joins in up with the Money in the Bank. Think about it. Charlotte's coming back. She can enter enter the Money in the Bank match, win the match, and then somebody beats up Asuka, which might be Bianca Belair, or it might be somebody else, and then Charlotte just jumps right in and gets title number 15. But it's coming. But I'd rather see... I mean, if Charlotte does face Asuka, I'd rather her face her at SummerSlam, or maybe... whatever events in September or October, because I think they're not doing Hell in a Cell anymore. I don't know if they're still doing it or not, but as far as Io and Bayley, I could probably see that at SummerSlam. Ray versus Dom, hair versus mask match, maybe that too, but we'll see. But Dom has to win that. Dom has to win. He lost at WrestleMania. He has to win at SummerSlam. So Ray, maskless for the foreseeable future, and he will get retired. Because who wants to see Ray again without the mask? No. No. Nobody wants to see that. I sure don't. But we move on. Alright, so let's begin Monday Night Raw. So we begin Monday Night Raw with a long as fuck recap of Night of Champions with what happened. And if you missed it, go watch it on the replay. Or just go and watch my Night of Champions review over on my Peter Joseph channel. That's one of the best ways to find out what happened at Night of Champions. Go watch my review or watch the pay-per-view in full. And that's it. Alright, so after that, we go to the ring, and with the introduction of the new World Heavyweight Champion, the man himself, Seth freaking Rollins. Burn it down! Alright, Seth comes out in some wacky outfit you probably got at the Men's Warehouse, because when you do go to the Men's Warehouse, that's always our sponsor, ladies and gentlemen. When you do go to the Men's Warehouse, you want to look good? Then go there. Tell them Peter Joseph sent you. Because maybe, just maybe, you might like the way you look. I guarantee it. That's all I gotta say about that. So, Seth comes out with a nice fit. Comes through the crowd, Shield style. I thought that was pretty damn nice. Opens things up. Then he gets like 6 million gallons of pyro. He got more pyro than Roman and Cody combined. Jeez. But we move on with that. So after his taking his his time, he gets the pyro, the screamers. Hey, this ain't Ring of Honor. Anyway, Rollins says it was a long road to get here, but finally, Raw has a champion that is meaningful. He'll be here every week, and a champion for the people, and a champion that is ready to fight. So after that, we hear the music of AJ Styles. Bang. So AJ makes an appearance on Raw. I'm like, what the hell is AJ doing here? It's not Friday night. Well, AJ comes out, talks about how he gave Rollins everything he had, and now the fans are chanting, "You deserve it." And yes, he did deserve that belt. But that's not how AJ sees it, because the reality is Rollins earned it. After the beating he gave him, you earned that title. So AJ's like, "Shake my hand, Seth." And Rollins is like, okay, we'll shake hands. Mutual respect. And then out come the Judgment Day. Fiend Balor, Mommy Rhea Ripley, Papa Priest, Damian Priest, and good old Dom Dominic Galeno-Lacey. So they all come out, get in the ring, and Finn talks about how they run WWE and know that it's going to be one of them that takes the belt from Seth, possibly. So Rhea's like, "Oh, who could even be my dom?" If only they were fucking in the back, but they're not. Anyway, so after Rollins and AJ, it's like, Dom, yeah, right. So they make a match, a tag team match, for the main event of the evening, and Seth and AJ, really Seth's like, "We'll fight you tonight." I'm like, okay. So a tag team match player. Where's Teddy Long when you need him? So we got that. Seth Rollins and AJ Styles teaming up for the very first time against two members of the Judgment Day. And we'll see what happens with that. So the first segment I gave 3 out of 5 stars. And we're off and running on Monday Night Raw. And that's it. Alright, after that, we go to the back. We have Adam Pearce on his phone. Oh, I was waiting for a QR code to come up. Remember, we saw a brief QR code pop up, but we can barely see it, and none of us could actually get the QR code to load because he was in the way. You bastard! I didn't see any QR code. If you saw it, then let me know because maybe I'll go check it out later. Anyway, so Adam Pearce on the phone says that yes, he gets why the tag team match feels like it goes against the Raw and SmackDown being separate, but it's what the fans want. Give us what we want, Hunter. So Adam Pearce goes over to Seth Rollins and AJ, who are talking amongst themselves, talking about the match. So they're down for the match. And as of note, Adam Pearce was talking to somebody who had to approve the match, which is something he normally doesn't do. So I wonder who he's talking to. I think you know. Either Hunter or Vincent Kennedy McMahon, who there was a lot of changes tonight. This had Vince written all over it, and no wonder it stunk. But it is what it is. All right, so I gave the Adam Pearce segment 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, there we go, back to the arena with our first match of the night. Money in the Bank qualifying match number 1. We have The Miz taking on Ricochet. Match was okay, nothing great. It's also with Ricochet starting Fast and Furious, like that great movie. Sends Miz to the outside. Miz comes right back with a running Hurricane Rana. What? I never seen Miz hit a running Hurricane Rana, of all things. He never hits that. Well, he broke out a new move. Okay. Wasn't great, but alright. Then a big boot. And with Ricochet on the floor, Miz drops him onto the announcer's table. Did I hit Kevin Patrick? Or Corey Graves? Damn! Anyway, follows up with a top rope axe handle as we get back in. Then we go to break, and Miz hits a springboard cross-body block to knock Ricochet down for a near fall, and Miz is like, I springboarded! Look at me, I'm great! Yay! No, Miz, you still suck. Miz, you should just stay home and bang Maurice. That's all you're good for, is banging Maurice, you bastard. Should have been me. But we move on with that. Alright, then a code breaker out of the corner and a DDT by The Miz gets a near fall. Ricochet comes back with a kick to face, then a standing sliced bread, number 2, which sets up the shooting star press, and it connects 1, 2, 3. Ricochet goes to Money in the Bank. He is the first participant in the 6-way match for the men, and he has to win in under 9 minutes. Match was meh. So I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. And we move on. Alright. Oh, that hurt. After that, we get a look back at Zoey Stark helping Trish Stratus beat the man, Becky Lynch, at Night of Champions. So Zoey and Trish are now a little union. So we'll see what happens with that. As we see the lovely vivacious, I want to fuck that MILF in the ass. And that's Trish Stratus coming out, looking hot as always. So fucking yummy. And we move on. So Trish comes in. She has a thank you Trish thing on the back of her wardrobe. She says, you fans don't mean nothing to me. Blah, blah, blah. Then she talks about how she told us that she would win, and I told you so. And says, this is what you do when you are the best ever. Now Becky can go away for a bit and let the real stars shine. Trish says, I'm proud of someone who wanted to help me, and she has that same ruthless aggression and attitude that reminds her of her former self from years ago. So she brings out Zoe, who comes out as well, looking pretty damn nice. And Zoe says, I'm here to be behind someone as legendary as Trish. Then they bring up the bruise on Trish's chin. I thought that was just face paint. I was like, what the hell is wrong with Trish's chin? But anyway, they bring that up. Trish threatens Becky if she shows up. And on cue, the man! Becky Lynch comes out, still in her Kill Bill outfit. And she's like, Trish, me, you, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Right there, Paul Stanley? Let's do it. Yeah, exactly. Let's do it. Anyway. So Trish sends Zoe after her. And, well, that doesn't work. Becky gets in the ring, hammers on Trish for a little bit. Zoe comes back in, cuts her off. And she hits the Z360 again, knocking Becky into next Tuesday. Then they put a thank you Trish shirt up against her in the corner. And then that's pretty much it. They just leave her in the corner to basically figure out where she is. So I do see Lita getting involved in this little thing eventually, pretty soon maybe, but we'll see what happens with that. And both women will be in the Money in the Bank qualifying matches next week. Becky has Sonya Deville, easy win. Zoe has Natalya. So we'll see what, I think she has Natalya next week, and that's pretty much it for that. Alright, so we'll see what happens with them next week. And I gave the segment 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we go to what could have been your bathroom break match of the night, but lasted 74 goddamn seconds. We had Indus Sher, Veer, and Sangha, who basically came and went, as well as Jinder My Balls at ringside. So they take on the team of Javier Bornal. I didn't even recognize him for a second. I was like, who's this guy? Is that? No, it can't be him. Well, it was Javier Bornal from NXT and some other guy we didn't get the name of. Might have been an NXT talent, but we didn't get who he was. Basically, Indus Sher beat the living shit out of them. And really beat the fuck out of Javier Bornal. And then they take this unnamed jobber and drop him on top of Bornal. And then Veer and Sangha hit a leg drop side slam combo off the middle rope. Not demolition style, but still effective. 1, 2, 3. Indus Sher gets the win. They came, they saw, they went. Well, they basically just came and went in 74 seconds. That's not going to be good for you ladies, huh? No. No. You don't want no 1 minute man. Which some of you trolls are 1 minute men. I go all night long, baby. All night. I got that stamina, you don't. But I digress on that. And we move on. Alright, so I gave that match 2 out of 5 stars. You know, your typical jobber squash match of the night. And that's pretty much it. After that, we gotta look back at Jimmy, that bitch Jimmy Uso, cheering on Roman at Night of Champions, seemingly leaving the bloodline with Jay kind of on the fence. But to be determined. The ever-popular TBD. So, we'll see what happens on Friday Night SmackDown during Roman's 1,000-plus day celebration. We'll see what happens with that. But, Jimmy, you're a dead man. Don't bother showing up on Friday night. Don't bother. Because you're going to die. And that's pretty much it. Alright, speaking of of Roman Reigns, we go to the people that beat him and Solo at Night of Champions, and that is still your undisputed tag team champions of the world, Steenerico, Kevin Owens in a nice in a Usos We the One shirt. Really, dude? Really? You savage. Anyway, and his partner, the man who steals orphans from the orphanage in Mexico, formerly known as El Generico, the man named now known as Sami Zayn. So they come out, and Sami's all fired up. He's all happy about beating Roman and Solo. So he's all happy, which means I'm gonna be ruining your life, Roman. Fuck you, Sami. And that's pretty much it. He has nothing to say about Roman, but then Imperium! They come out. The Intercontinental Champion Walter, along with Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner, they come out, they brag about Walter for a little bit, but then Owens just goes off. He's like, I'm tired of this shit! Fuck you! What the fuck you doing here, you sons of bitches? And Sam was like, Kev, eat a Snickers. Get angry. So, Kev, why are you so crazy? Take it easy. Take it easy. Calm down, Kev. Calm down. Take the Snickers. Eat the Snickers. Take the Ritalin. Shut up. When Kev goes off, he goes off. Trust me on that one. Anyway, he's like, what's your problem there, Marcel Barthel? And then Sami says, there's an unwritten rule that Imperium's name was not mentioned, so you guys should not be out here. And then they mentioned that Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner have a match against, well, Sami says they have a match later on with American Alpha. Botch! Sami botched. American Alpha is not Chad Gable and Otis. That's Chad Gable and Jason Jordan from back in the day. But anyway, he brings up Alpha Academy. He says American Alpha. I don't know why he said that. I think he botched his own line. Sami brings up the two of them and Riddle beating Imperium a couple weeks ago. And then Marcel Barthel calls Riddle an embarrassment, you think. But Owens is tired of hearing from Slenderman. Slenderman. Hey, Kev, do you watch GTS? Okay. Meaning Marcel Barthel, he called him Slenderman. And the one with the ears, but they never hear from Baldy, and then we get a Baldy chant. Really, dude? Meaning Fabian Aichner. And that's not cool with Marcel Barthel, who is caught up by Alpha Academy and one hell of a sheesh. Damn there, Chad Gable, you yelled that out really loud. No wonder I had to lower the TV. I'm like, shush! Lower the TV! Okay. So anyway, so they talk about, Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner, and I was like, say it, do the thing, and Gabe was like, what thing? What are you talking about? And Owens is saying like, the thing, and then Gabe was like, oh, all right, oh, thank you. And then freaking Kevin Owens bots like, I just love that shit. Oh god. Oh, this segment was hilarious. But anyway, we get that, and then we're off and ready for that match coming up after the break. So it was a funny segment. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, even though it kind of was discombobulated a little bit, but still funny as shit. And that's it. We move on with that. All right, before we get to Alpha Academy and Imperium, Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner, we get a video on the former two-time women's tag team champions. That's Kaden Carter and Casey Catanzaro, who love to party. Well, I do too. I'm an animal. I'm a party animal. And if you ever want to party there, Kaden and Casey, But it is what it is. If you want to be my lover, gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. Okay. I'm sorry. I love the Spice Girls. What do you want from me? I mean, come on. If you don't like the Spice Girls, there's something wrong with you. Seriously, there is something wrong with you. Yeah, I'm a Spice boy. I'm hot spice. Anyway, we move on. All right, so we get that. And I didn't have to read that. All right, then we go to Alpha Academy and Imperium. Walter is at ringside, and Maxine G. or the lovely Sophia Cromwell looking hot at ringside. Sammy and Kev are on commentary. Kev's always gold on commentary. I mean, you don't even have to listen to Corey Graves. Just mute him and put Kev on commentary. He's great. I mean, if you haven't heard Kevin Steen on commentary in PWG, you need to buy some tapes. Trust me, you need to buy some tapes. Probably around circa 2000, probably like circa 2000. I would say, I think it's 14 and 15, or maybe around that area, 14 to 17. Him and Excalibur were gold on commentary in PWG. Gold. Loved it. This is like before Kev came back to PWG to be with, that great group named Mount Rushmore. I think we all know who they are. If you don't know, Adam Cole, Bebe, and the Young Bucks. I don't care. I might hate. It's like, you're a piece of shit. But I'm a piece of shit too, and I can handle pieces of shit. And I got your fucking back. Tell me you want me to beat up Elgin, Candace, Joey Ryan. I don't care. I'm gonna make them all suck your dick. Not these guys. They don't do that shit. Right on. They're good Christian boys. Right on. Man, if you don't have the Mount Rushmore DVD, or the one where the Mount Rushmore was formed in PWG, that is an epic fucking promo. Go look it up. Trust me, you'll love it. And the matches that they had before they broke up eventually, and then they reformed with Rowdy as Super Dragon. Well, Adam Cole did come back as Super Dragon. That was fun. I love that. I loved that back in 2016. And then they recruited Rowdy in Steen's place, which I didn't get at the time, but okay, we'll go with it. So Mount Rushmore 2.0, and then they kind of turned on Adam Cole, which sucks. And that's it. All right, so we get to the match. It starts off with Gable getting taken into the corner, comes out with a flying head scissors and a headlock takeover, flying head scissors combo. How's that work? Anyway, then Valhalla, Sarah Logan comes out and chases Maxine to off, and then scares Owens half to death. I mean, well, yeah, you see Valhalla, she's kind of scary, but it is what it is. So that distraction led Imperium to take over with a double dropkick to Chad Gable in the corner. And then Gable arm drags his way out, kicks Fabian Aichner away, and gets the hot tag to the big fat man Otis, who hits the Caterpillar on Marcel Barthel and goes for the cover. Fabian Aichner makes the save. They low bridge Otis as he falls to the floor. Then Gable comes back in, gets caught with a spine buster. And then they hit the Imperial Bomb. 1, 2, 3. Well, there you go. Imperium get the win. And finally a win for Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner, former tag team champions. Finally they get a win. So match was a little over 5 minutes. It was an okay match. Nothing great. 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. But looks like we're going to be seeing, once again, Fabian Aichner and Marcel Barthel go after the tag team belts against Scenerico, and I don't like their chances. And that's pretty much it for that. And we move on. By the way, if you're just tuning in, the chat was wide open. If you want to talk about Raw, Night of Champions, Double or Nothing, or Battleground, or anything else in the world of professional wrestling, or music, or sports, or whatever. And that's pretty much it. All right, after that, we go to Shotzi Blackheart and Raquel Rodriguez in the back. They're getting ready for their Fatal 4-Way match for the vacant tag team belts with Damage Control, Bayley and Io, the Mean Girls, Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, and Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. So they're getting ready for the match, and then Io and Bayley come in. Hi, Io. My third wife. I love my wifey. They come in, start mocking them. Raquel points out that Bayley is the only member of the team who hasn't won gold since they got together, when meaning Damage Control. That's true. Because who won the tag belts? Io and Dakota twice. So it's time for her to look in the mirror after they lose, of course. But we'll see what happens with that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. And we move on. Then we get a video on the Poison Pixie, Candice LeRae, who wears fairy wings because of the fairy tale her life has become. Maybe it's time to get into the real world there, Candice. But it is what it is. We got that. Still don't know what they're doing with the rest of the way. Johnny Gargano, I think, is still hurt. Dexter, I have no idea what they're doing. And then Indy Hartwell, I guess they don't have anything creative for them to do. Well, Indy has something to do, and that's Dexter. Her sexy Dexter. Yeah, he's so great. Yeah. But, they did mention a guy coming back, meaning Tommaso Ciampa. So, Team DIY, Team Do It Yourself, is coming back pretty soon, and I think they're going to be tag team champions probably by the end of the year. Mark my words, they will become tag team champions by the end of the year. Just wait. I think they're just waiting for, the go-ahead for Ciampa to come back. When is he coming back? I don't know. Hopefully soon. But we'll see what happens with that. All right, we go to break. We come back with the women's tag team belts on the line. We got Damage Control, Io and Bayley taking on Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, who came out as the female versions of Ken and Ryu from Street Fighter. Nice. They take on Raquel Rodriguez and Shotzi Blackheart and the Mean Girls, Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. And this is for the vacant WWE Women's Tag Team belts. Alright, match was kind of sloppy. And 11.5-minute match. Starts out with Raquel powering Bayley around to start until an elbow to face cuts her off. And then Bayley runs and tags Chelsea Green into the match, and she's like, I don't want to be in this match. Well, you got tagged in, bitch, so you gotta get in there. Chelsea gets thrown into Shayna Baszler and out to the floor as we go to break. We come back. Raquel Rodriguez comes in, just clean house, until the Hot Rod, Ronda Rousey, comes in. She takes Raquel down into a arm breaker, but Bayley comes off the top with the Macho Man elbow. Yeah, did it. So to make the save on the pin attempt. And then Chelsea Green somehow tags herself in, sends Raquel into the ring post. Ow. Actually, that was Ronda into the ring post, not once but twice. Then she sets up for the I'm Prettier to Raquel. And then a running knee by Sonya Deville. And I was like, oh no, the Mean Girls are going to win the belts. No! But thankfully, Io came in for the save. And hits some running knees in the corner. Goes for the cover. Shotzi makes the save. And then hits one hell of a dive onto Bayley. It looked like Bayley almost hurt her shoulder. She was like grabbing her like over here area. I was like, uh-oh, that's not good. Anyway, Raquel Rodriguez tagged Shotzi in. Then we get a good old-fashioned Tower of Doom spot. Ronda took the worst of that. Then Shotzi goes on top, hits the top rope senton backsplash. But Ronda kind of looked like she no-sold it, or she moved a little bit. And then she locks Shotzi in the arm breaker, and immediately Shotzi tapped out. So Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, your new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. They should have done this last year. But finally, they're champs, and we'll see how long their reign is. I do see them breaking up eventually, and hopefully by WrestleMania 40, we'll see them going at it in that very ring, maybe in the fight pit. But we'll see. So, but Shayna and Ronda, all the champs, and we'll see who can take it from them. And that's pretty much it. So I do see them holding it for a long time. Long time. But we'll see what happens with that. So 11.5-minute match. Match is alright. Gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Let me move on. Alright, then we go to another quickie match. That could have been a bathroom break match of the night. We had Dolph Ziggler. Hey, a Dolph Ziggler sighting. He came out of catering. As he takes on the creepy bastard from Ireland. And that's JD McDonough. And Ziggy takes him in the corner to start. JD sends him throat first into the rope. Ouch. They go outside, and JD McDonough sends him into the ring steps. And he beats the living crap out of Ziggy on the steps, like putting his foot on his neck, like really looked like he was about to break his neck or kind of injure his neck really bad. And the referee had a call for the bell in 73 seconds. So, match I gave 2 out of 5 stars. And then afterwards, JD continues the beatdown on Ziggy until other referees had to come out and break it up. So there you go from there. But, I mean, we'll see what happens with JD. He did cut that promo, and Finn Balor, of all people, was kind of watching along. So eventually they're going to get JD McDonough to join the Judgment Day and then kick out Finn Balor. But we'll see what happens with that as we move on. Alright, then we see, Cody! Cody Rhodes! Yeah, MDK all day, Cody, you bitch! Coming out to talk to us as we go to break. So we come back. Cody comes out. Adrenaline in my soul. Here's Cody Rhodes. 2 boys for the promo. No! So anyway, Cody comes out with his arm in a sling. He's like, what do you want to talk about? How about we talk about not wanting to find out what you want to talk about? How about let's talk about something else? Instead of asking us every fucking week what do we want to talk about. How about something else? Just saying to Cody. Just saying. But he wants to talk about the Brock Lesnar match from Night of Champions, where Brock basically kicked his ass and won. Cody's contemporaries talk about how he shouldn't have fought Brock, but he did it anyway. Should have listened to your friends. What about your friends? Okay. Anyway. He says, no, I did not tap out. You passed out. Because it isn't the kind of man he wants to be. And then Cody talks about John Cena. For all people, John fucking Cena. I lost my notes. Talks about John Cena saying, never give up, children, never give up. You can't see me. Fight knuckle shuffle. Which hurts a lot when you're stuck in a Kimura lock for 3 straight minutes. Then he wants to switch back to Lesnar, but since Lesnar's not here, he'll have to talk to the cameraman. So he issues an open challenge to fight Lesnar anywhere, anytime. And then it says, well, I'll be in Wilkes-Barre, Newcastle, Atlanta, GA, anywhere I'm going to be. You come out and fight me like a man. Blah, blah, blah. And he says he also wants this to be the last time that he lists all off all of Lesnar's accomplishments, but then he says that while Brock is beast enough to break his arm, he isn't man enough to make Cody tap out. He says, Brock, you are afraid of me, and then he drops the mic. So we'll see what happens with that if Brock responds in the next couple weeks as we head to Money in the Bank. But I don't think they're gonna do a match at Money in the Bank. They're gonna save it, I would hope, for SummerSlam, and then I would think Cody's gonna win the feud and then go on to whatever he's gonna do next, which is probably gonna be the World Heavyweight Championship. But we'll see what happens with that, and that's it. Cheers, my friend. Rockstar Punch, baby. Found it on sale. Thank the Lord. So I went shopping today with my mama and Rosa, too. So we went shopping and I found a deal. Four for $5, baby. 4 for $5. Do the math. It's about $1 and change. Just about $1 and change each for each can. That's a pretty damn good deal for 4 of them. I would have got the bigger one. I don't know. I think there was a deal on that, but I didn't want to get that because I didn't want to carry it. But I'm a wimp. I'm a pushy, but I get a lot of it. Thank you. So I just got the 4 for $5 deal, and that's pretty much it. But it is what it is, and that's that. All right, so Cody's promo was all right. Gave it 3 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. Then we go to the back with the lovely Cathy Kelley and her guest, the original bro, Matt Riddle, the man who smokes almost as much weed as Booker T. Anyway, Cathy talks to him that in future weeks he's going to be in the Money in the Bank qualifying match. Didn't say who he's up against, but he's going to be there. And that's pretty much it. And that's it. Alright, guys, I gotta step out for a second. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I had to take care of something with the missus and just some stupid stuff as always goes around with me. It never ends. It never ends with these fucking people. It never ends. But you failed again. So, and then that's pretty much it. You want to do these wellness check crap that fails. You're not going to do nothing, all right? Just stop. So, that's all I'm going to say about that. And from this point on, it's over. You're done. You're done. You ain't gonna get me to comment in your fucking comment section anymore. I don't give a shit if you do videos. I don't give a shit anymore. So that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And we'll move on with that. So you failed again there, boys. And that's pretty much it. We move on. So that's it. It's over. The games are done. Have a great summer, jackasses. All right, where was I before I was really interrupted? Okay. So we move on. All right, so where I left off, Matt Riddle wants to win Money in the Bank, but then Walter interrupts, and Walter wishes him good luck because he wants Riddle to be able to cash in on him. You know, I guess now you can cash in on any champion, because usually Money in the Bank, you have to, excuse me, you have to cash in on the champion, whether it be the WWE champion or the Universal champion, but I guess you can't do that no more. And Walter says, it'll be fun to beat and cripple you, Riddle. That's pretty much it for that. And we move on with that. And that's it. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we go to Byron Saxton in the back with the Hot Rod, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, the new tag team champions. They're happy with their win because they are here to hurt people. Loyalty is everything, and now they are the champs. Because so they have You know, they loyalty have been friends for years. And that is pretty much all I gotta say about that. And we move on with that. Alright, so we move on. Where was I? Okay, move on. Alright, then we go to our next Money in the Bank qualifying match. Shinsuke Nakamura and Bronson Reed. Pretty good match. Kind of went back and forth. You know, Bronson, the bigger man, taking on the smaller Shinsuke Nakamura, but in the end, they go to the outside, and Bronson almost gets counted out, but he comes back in, gets a Kin Sasha for his trouble. 1, 2, 3. Shinsuke Nakamura gets the win. He goes on to Money in the Bank. Match was pretty decent. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it for that. And we move on. Alright, then Byron Saxton is in the back with Judgment Day. They're proud of Rhea Ripley winning against Natalya at Night of Champions, but they won't say which two of them will be in the main event, even though all of them are in their gear, including Rhea Ripley. And we'll see what happens with that. That's it. All right, then we get the traditional Memorial Day video from the WWE. And that's it for that. And we move on. All right, then we go to your main event of the evening. AJ Styles and Seth Rollins taking on the Judgment Day. Dom and Damian Priest. Well, they start the match as Finn Balor, or not, as Finn Balor jumps AJ from behind. Dominic goes to the floor, so it's Finn and Priest taking on AJ and Seth. So we get all that, and that's pretty much it. Back and forth match they went. Rollins gets into it with Rhea on the floor. Whoops. Where was I? Yeah, Rollins gets into it with Rhea on the floor and leaving AJ to pay his way to trouble. Rollins gets a hot tag, and he goes berserk. And then we get near the end, and Rhea and Dom get kicked out. And then the flow in the form doesn't work as Priest gets back up, and he hits the Lisa Ramon Chico Lisa's Edge on AJ. But Rollins comes to cut off the pin with a stomp. Then he gets the tag from AJ, and he comes back in, hits another stomp on Damian Priest. 1, 2, 3 in over 13 minutes. AJ and Seth get the win. Pretty decent match. I gave 3 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it for that. So that is it. Thank you all for watching. I apologize for the little break in the video. What are you gonna do? So that's all I gotta say about that. Thank you for watching. I will be back tomorrow with my NXT review and anything else that comes your way in the world of professional wrestling. And that's pretty much it. So thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your conk out. And if you're not down with that, it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. Because all your little tricks and all your little bullshit has come to an end. You failed. That's it. Goodbye, so long, farewell to all you failed trolls out there. And that's all I gotta say about that. So thank you for watching, everybody. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Until tomorrow. But until next time, motherfuckers, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! That's pretty much it. It's over. Goodbye. And as Damian Priest would say at the end of the show, you're done. You're washed. It's over. Have some great luck in the future, motherfuckers. And that's all I gotta say about that. Thanks for watching. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace, bitches.